Hey, welcome my YouTube friends to my Spring Garden Chipboard Folio album. I am Vanessa with Scrappin' It Up, and I've been teaching you how to make this very cute folio album out of chipboard, wood grain paper from Hobby Lobby, and we are using the Spring Garden collection from Simple Stories. So yay! So welcome, my friends. All right. So you can purchase the tutorial for this on my website. I will give you the link down below. Right now, while we're working on this, it's 50% off. So grab it before we finish, and you can get it at 50% off. Okay, but you don't have to have this. I do give you all the measurements and how to score. You may have to pause me, rewind me, but you don't have to purchase this if you don't want to. It's an option. That way you have it in your arsenal forever. If I would ever update this tutorial or remake it, you would get all the remakes of it, or if I upgrade it. So totally up to you. All right. So in this class, we're going to get this attached, and I do have a waterfall feature that I'm going to be putting right here. Okay. So let's get to work. All right. So I'm just going to slide that over here. You're going to need 3 or 4. I'm not for sure. I have 4, but we may just use 3. I'm not for sure how many will fit underneath this. Okay. And I wish I would have been thinking about this before I attached this. That way we could have stuck it underneath. So now we're going to have to stick it here, and I think I'll taper those so you don't see it quite as much. But I do want, you can always stick these waterfalls on here. You can do a belly band. You can do something that comes out, ties it, have your ribbon come out and tie it with a ribbon. I'm just going to put this here. And then these are all going to be under, you know what? This needs a gusset. Well, it depends on how far. Yay. Because once you get 3 of these under here, it's going to be kind of peeking up a little bit. Well, let's get our waterfalls made first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So 5.5 by 11. You're going to score at 3/4, 5 5/8, and 10.5. Okay. You're going to fold on the 3.5 inch side, or the 3/4 inch mark. You're going to fold, and then you're going to fold towards the indented side. Okay. And then you're going to fold towards the indented side on that 1/2 inch. Okay. And what you're doing, here's our 3/4 inch. It's underneath. This folds, and then this is going to come up and just meet where that 3/4 inch line is. Just meet it. Okay. You do not want it to go over. So if you have to make a new score line, so be it. Because you do not want this to go over. Because if it goes over, when you open it, it's going to get resistance. So you just need it to meet up to it. Okay. You got to ink before you taper shut. Okay. So make sure you ink it before you tape it shut. I might as well just go ahead and ink it while I'm while I'm doing it. All right. Oops. I guess I could have already had these inked. That was dumb. Sorry about that. Yeah, I could have already had this inked ready to go. I'm just more concerned with showing you how to do it. Okay. So now what you're going to do, you're going to stick your ink. Oh gosh, got ink on the brain now. Your score file tape on your 1/2 inch. And then you're going to stick it down. Okay. I'm going to make sure he's folded because you do not want this to go over. Okay. You just want it up to it or just a hair under. And that one I got just a little bit crooked. So now we got our 3 pieces. So I'm going to add my score file tape to the 3/4 inch side. Okay. And we may make one more of these. I just don't know if we can or not. So we'll see what it looks like here. All right. So this is going to go here. So if we do these, let's say, I don't think we want them, do we? If we butt them up again, well, that might work because I've done 3/4 inch. If we do that, then we can do 4 of them. So I'm just going to kind of line these up just to see what we get here. And then this is going to go here. I'm almost thinking that needs a gusset. Yeah. Let's give it a gusset. This is piece R, 6 1/4 by 8 1/4. So you're going to score on the 8 1/2 side at 1/2 inch. And then 5/8. And then 3/4. Okay. And this is a piece that we had left over. I'm just trying to use up some of the pieces because I don't like to have a lot of pieces left over. Now I'm just going to pinch that. All right, there we go. So I'm going to ink this very last one. So I think I inked the rest of it. Yes, I've got it all inked up. But I need to ink up my last score line. All right, there we go. So, oh, I was going to taper too. So if we slightly taper in, Try and get it the same. Yeah, those are pretty close. We won't have that much white sticking, you know, on the underneath side. I wish I would have been thinking about this before I ever done, but I didn't think about this because I had a journal here, and I thought, well, I think we want a waterfall here. So, and I'm really thinking this needs backed with white. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Let me get a piece of white paper. Okay, so seven and 3/4 by 6.5. Okay, 7 3/4 by 6.5. 6.5 by 7 3/4. And then we would just attach that to the back side. But I'm really wondering if we shouldn't have the white coming out. So maybe something like that. And then we have the white peeking out of it. And then we're going to put our frame. I gotta find my frame. There it is. On top. Yep, let's do it. All right. So I'm going to ink this. I'm going to ink both sides because both sides will be showing. All right, there we go. Ooh, ooh, that was yeeks. Yep, I like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my score pile tape, I'm going to go all the way around this. I'm just using my 1/4 inch. Okay, I'm not going to go clear to the top because you don't want your white cardstock clear to the top because it could cause resistance. So we're just going to meet it. Okay, we're just going to meet it. All right, there we go. All right. I'm going to take my tape off. I'm debating on Just taking part of it. Well, I'll just take it all off. Surely I can do this. Come on, tape. Boy, me and tape just haven't been getting along too well. I think I can do this. I think I can. I think I can. All right. And maybe I'd... Okay. So I'm going to try and center it on here first and then put it down. Hopefully I covered all the tape up. I did. Yay. So now we have that. All right. So now let's put this down. Make sure your gusset is engaged, so where it's all the way up. Okay. You're just attaching the 1/2 inch. You're going to center this from side to side. And I'm going to attach it clear to the top. Take my tape off. All right, there's that. And I think that is long enough to where I think it'll be just fine, that we ain't going to have to tie it. But we could always run ribbon out from our back side and tie it if it does. Just like I did the journal book. I just attached my ribbon back here and then ran it and tied it. So we could always do that if it needs it. It may not need it. Okay, so now for our waterfall pieces. I'm debating on that. This up here showing. You know, we could stick a piece of decorative something up there. Like here's this blue that I cut. Oh, that looks nice. And then just attach this right beside it. Yep, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. Don't you love it how I decide things? Okay, so I'm going to center it. Where I think it needs to go. Stick it down. Okay, then I have, see that one has resistance because it's up above. Crap. So be careful when you're doing this. Make sure when you turn that 1/2 inch over, and see this one, this is the very first one I made. Make sure that 1/2 inch is not over. Anything, have it under, because that causes resistance. There, that helped it. There, that helped it a lot. Okay, the next one. Right beside that 3/4 inch, I think. Yeah, because we don't want to go. Okay. right beside it. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting crooked, and attach it. Make sure to give these a pretty good burnish both ways. Okay, let's attach our next one. Just right up to it. Okay, I think I'm still good. And see, these have a pocket in them. Let me see. I don't know, 3 or 4. Probably 3 is probably going to be enough. We could get by with doing 4. If this is engaged, I just don't want them. Well, I guess really doesn't matter. I'm just going to use my prototype on here to see. It still doesn't show. Now we may do 4. And then I'm going to put this piece, I think, right here, because or we may do pink, because we got pink here. Well, here's a little strip. We can test it out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look what that done. That just wowed this. So that's what needs to go up there. So let's do that real quick. Let's see. Let's find my red. Shouldn't be too far. There it is. Let's do 1/4 of an inch. Okay, just 1/4 of an inch. I'm just going to go just a hair past 1/4 of an inch. So it might be kind of more like 3/8. Okay. So I'm going to stick this up here. I'm going to stick it where it needs to go. And I'm just going to draw where it needs to be cut off. Because I want it to be the same shape as my white. There we go. Oh, I like that. Now we could put a belly band up here. We have strips of paper left. Ooh. Oh, it's already cut, so it would be backwards. Never mind. I probably would have used the gingham side. Oops. Now, if you're using really thick paper, you want to make sure that maybe this is closer to here than to here, okay? Allow that so you don't get too much bulk there, okay? So if you're using thicker paper, you might rethink this. You know, push it up or use something different, because you don't want a lot of resistance right there at all. Oh, how cool. How cool is that? I like that. All right. And like I said, we could put a belly band on the back side, because when you cut these, you have these pieces left, because I used 8.5 by 11. We could stick a belly band up here, because we have these pieces left. So I think we're going to do some, I've done a pocket, so I think we're going to do some, ooh, maybe a pocket. We've got 1/4 inch space. Time to get stuff in there. But yeah, that pocket would be almost perfect. And then you can put a photo mat here and have a pocket up there. It's too bad this pocket won't work down here. All right, so that is our waterfall we're putting here. And I'm going to wait. I've got my piece cut and scored. I'm going to wait to see before I attach, if I'll attach one more. I'm going to guess I probably will. Okay, so I may just do that off camera, but I'll let you know. Okay, but I may go ahead and do 4 of them, because we've got the room to do it. Okay, so now we have this frame, and I'm really thinking we could put a frame on this side as well. We do have that acetate piece that I done wrong that I think should fit this, and it does. It does fit it. I mean, I'll have to cut some of it off. So we could do that. I don't know, though. I don't know. Ugh. No, I can't go on inside because it'd bulk that up too much. I just don't know if I want a frame here. I mean, that was my original intention, was to have a frame here as well. But I'm now thinking against it. I'm thinking more of a photo mat, and we can collage that area up, is what I'm thinking. So peace are. Because if we had a photo mat here, let me get my embellishments. Whew, I almost dropped them. Jeez Louise. I could use some of this. Could run that photo mat like, let's see, how's these flowers? We could run that off the page, cut it off if we have to. Yeah, I just don't know. Oh my word. Ah. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to make up my mind. Always decisions. Always. And we don't even have to use that. I mean, we could, like I had that. There's some boots. You know, just center that and have our boots down here. I mean, that's pretty. Oh, I love how the red plays on that. I think I just found my winner. I love how that plays. And maybe to get the white, maybe we could even back this with white if we need to. Let me go get my camera real quick. Take a pic of that. Just a second. But I think that's the winner. I suppose we could go ahead and do it. Shall we? We can just go ahead and do it. Okay, so now my question is, do we want white back behind this? So just let me grab a piece of white cardstock just to see if we want white back behind it. I think it needs something. Of course, you put white and then you get this white down here with this lettering. I hate decisions. All right, we're doing it. I'm not gonna stick no white back behind it. Because that has enough white on it to pull it off. Okay, I'm going to center this. Oh, I think maybe we better do that. Okay, I'm just going to cut that. Yeah, I'm going to put it all the way to the white. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get this one. Now see if I can get these lined up. All right, now we can put our photo mat down. I just thought that would add just a little bit of something. All right. So this is going to go up. Maybe put it on the boot just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to leave my boot there. I don't want to glue past this point. All right. Hurry up and glue down my boot. Oh, I should have stuck. Let's see if I can't get that up. I want the butterfly stuck underneath that edge of that. Okay. Now my sticker sheet. Love makes everything grow. I like it. I like it. So see, even though I have stuff planned, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I am notorious for changing my mind. A lot of times I just come up with stuff and it's like, oh yeah, we need to do that. All right. Let me see on these photo mats. I think they're... Yeah, we need those to be a little bit longer. And they can even be wider. Okay, so let me get a measurement here. I'm going to go, let's try 6.5. So I need to, I'm going to line it up on my grid. Six and a half. So I got my half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's that. So now what I'm thinking, let me find my paper here. I buy these anywhere like Walmart, Dollar Tree, all it is a notebook. Okay, that's all it is a notebook. But I like this paper. It's really thick paper. Plus it has lines on it, which makes it very nice. Because I have to have lines to write. Okay, so 6 inches would be perfect. So 4. Okay, so 4. And then 6 inches. But yeah, I like buying these little books, and then I just use the paper out of them to scrapbook with, because that way then it gives me lines to write on, and I love that. And most time you can buy these books pretty cheap. This one here was from an expensive book. If I remember right, it was like $7. But it's well worth it to me to have the lines. Oh, should I ink? Why not? I inked everything else. So you could put a photo on the front. You could put your writing paper on the back. Or you don't even have to put writing paper. You can just write on this gift wrap paper. Doesn't hurt it one bit. Oh, that's cute. As long as it's hid, it's got to be hid for me. I don't want it showing. But that works. Here's just an example. So, so then you could put your photograph on here. And then all this would go underneath. And you can even put photograph to photograph. I mean, I like to have a little bit of writing space so I can write about the photo. I can put a little photo here or here, and then I still have writing space. Or, you know, you can pick stuff from your ephemera pack and, you know, and kind of decorate it up a little bit. Like here's some hearts. Okay. And I'll show you. Okay. Let me get my black pen. Make sure it's working. Just a sec, I gotta find a piece of paper to write on. Because I have one that doesn't work very well. So what you could do, there you go. But just little pieces of ephemera. Don't be afraid to doodle. If you don't like it, rip it up, start over. Okay, don't be afraid to doodle, guys. This adds a little bit of extra, to your album. Okay. Oh, that was supposed to go on the back side. Oh well. Doesn't matter. All right, so now we have that. Okie dokie. Oh, I love how the red and the red, that just wows. I just wowed everything. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I've got this pocket I made. The leftover scraps that we had for our waterfall, I just cut it in half. It's 8.5 by 11, so I cut it at 5.5, so you get 2 pieces. So now I'm really thinking on the front side of H, why don't we have a pocket? We could even put 2 pockets. Let's do it. Let's use up some of these scraps. So how I done, and you do not have to do this. I saved my little square. So when I go to matting it, I'll know, I'll have this to mat. But what I've done, let's do this one. Grab your ruler and your pencil, 1 inch. Make a little tick mark. 1 inch from this side. Make a little tick mark. Then I know from this point to this point is 1.25 inches is halfway. Because you got 3.5 inches from here to here. Okay. So I'm going to mark up here at the top 1.75 inches. That's my middle. Then I'm going to go down 1.25 inches and make a little tick mark. Okay. So now from this line to this tick mark, just to that tick mark, I could have took my X and just traced it, but I wanted to show you how to do this. And then from point to tick mark. Okay. Then use your scissors, cut that off. And then paper clip this or something so you don't lose it. Because when we go to mat, you can put this on your paper and get you a template for the paper to go over this. Okay. So now we're going to ink. And by the way, these pieces are 3 by 5.5. It's leftover piece from our waterfall feature. I just couldn't stand them going to waste, so I had to use them. Okay, so I come up with some pockets. I think the rest of them will make some tags, or maybe we'll come up, we can do another pocket. Who doesn't love pockets? All right, got my pocket. I should erase that line there. You can kind of tell. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. So I need to paper clip these so I do not lose them. Okay. On the front side of H, here's E, here's H. I think we're going to stagger them, but we need to get paper. Do we want paper there or not? Or just leave it white? Come on. And we're just going to glue 3 sides. That's all we're doing. We're just going to glue 3 sides. That's it. I know, I kind of like it like white. But that's where those are going to go. Let's see. Let's see what it would look like with paper. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So we're talking 5.5 by 8.25. So 5.5 by 8.25. And I have an idea. So when you're cutting this, this is the side you want to keep. So 5.5. Okay, 5.5. And cut your 5.5-inch side first. Okay, because this piece that's left is going on the other side. So we've got to line this up how we're going to cut it. So 8.25. I'm going to cut half an inch off the top. Yep, half an inch off the top. So half an inch has to go off the top of this one. And I may be doing this totally backwards. I don't know. This is just how I do it. Okay, so that still lines that up. So now I want to flip it to the bottom. Flip it to the bottom. Now take her down to my 8.25. Okay, take this down to your 8.25. Okay. Ah, that page was longer, you ding dong. Whap. Can I piece this together? And I had that on my mind when I first started this. Don't forget that page is longer. Yikes. I had that on my mind and I didn't do it. See, we should not even cut off that half an inch. That half an inch. Gosh dang it, I wish I would have been paying attention. Yikes. Yikes. But we could do it that way. Come up with maybe something clever. I was trying to hide that white where we attached piece F on top. So I was trying to hide that. All right, let's get this down. Let me ink. I might be able to piece that together where's my half-inch piece I cut off too? I might be able to piece that together where you can't tell it. We shall see. Alright, so that piece is going to go right there. So let me get this inked. Ink. Let me get this taped. All right, let me see if we can get this. I'm going to use, just for right now, this 1/2 inch score pile tape. I'm going to put this piece right down on it. Okay. See if I can butt this piece right up to it. Yeah, that side was a little bit, I don't know. Okay, where's my bottom piece? See if we can make this work. Okay, this is piece H. So to line it up with our butterfly here, see, I'm just a little shy short, but I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Can you tell? I don't think, if you are not a scrapbooker, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell it. So I'm gonna make a little tick mark where this needs to be cut. I don't trust myself, and I don't want to goof it up. So I'm just going to use my scissors. There we go. Whew. I don't think you'll ever know it. I know it's there. Love it. Okay, so let me get, I hate to take that off till I get ready. In fact, probably should be gluing it. Well, I think that'll stay, won't it? All right. Oh, it needs inked. Crap. I should have done that before I took my tape off. Crap. Where's my tape at? Yeah, surely I'll hold together. Should. As long as I don't do it too hard. I'm going to put this down first. I'm going to see if I can. I was going to see if I could try and butt it together just a little bit more. That's all right. Yay! Oh my. Okay, so where's our ones I had inked? Oh, it's the same size as the paper. Let's take that off. I kind of want that butterfly to show a little bit. All right, let's do her. I'm gluing just 3 sides. I'm going to let a little bit of the paper peek out from the bottom. Okay, do the same thing up here. Oh, I love it. I love how that turned out. And I may not even put decorative paper on these guys, because what I'm kind of thinking is strips. You know, we could put a strip here. Then we could take maybe, you know, one of our embellishments. Classroom, let your dreams blossom. Oh, love that. And then some of this stuff, you know, this bigger stuff can go right in this pocket. You can make photo mats to go in the pocket. There's a little bunny. Of course, this one here you'll be limited to what you know, unless you want it sticking up over your album. Oh, I love that. Let's do it. I do like that. Okay, so I'm just going to mark where it needs cut off. Ink it. Oh, here's one. We can put, oh no, it's almost too big. Too wide anyway. But we have tags. So we can put tags in there. We've got their journaling spots. You can put photo mats in there. It's whatever you would like. Okay. And I want to ink this. Oh. Okay, that little blue strip that we have left, what do I do with it? Just placing it where it needs, and I'm just going to draw a line where that needs cut. So that'll go there. I need to make sure first that's what I'm going to do. And then I will do the other one. That way it's a little bit different. Or should we have it? Well, now that I've already cut it, but I can always just glue it together. Nope, I like it up like that. Then we can put another strip along the bottom if we want to. Okay. So just like that. I'm trying to line it up. So I'm just gonna place it right beside my other one. Get my alignment, and then make a line where that needs to. Give it a little bit of inking. Uh-oh, is that my mother? Just a second, let me make sure that it wouldn't surprise me if that ain't my mother. All right, this is a good place to end this class. I hope you have enjoyed it. And hey, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you in the next class. As always, keep scrapping. Bye-bye.